So, Holly, where are we headed today?
Tonight we're going to go to the Leighton Arts Center and film the sunset.
Getting ready to go, Parker? Come on, buddy.
Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go? You all set? Oh my goodness.
So are you excited about the mask cleanup tomorrow?
I am. I think it's important and I think it's a really good thing to do, and I'm really glad that we're going to be cleaning up those masks. They're terrible on the ground. It's just a shame that there's so many of them on the ground, and I'm glad that we're going to be doing it tomorrow. I'm excited.
Now, you think those bison burgers that you're getting at A&W are any better than a regular factory farm? They get the same treatment as cows. Hey, little baby bison. What's up, buddy?
It was so heartwarming to see those baby buffalo. They had so much energy. They were so happy. They were running almost like they were playing with each other, and they were with their mothers. And I think that buffalo herd is trying to live their lives like a buffalo would. They're just living as if they're a buffalo, of course. But they're trapped in animal egg, and they probably know something's up. They probably know they're not able to live their life naturally and peacefully as they deserve. So it was just sad to see. Well, it was heartwarming to see the babies, but sad to know that what's going to happen is that the mother who they're standing with is going to get taken off to get killed at Bovary, and probably about a year later they're going to be next, going to Bovary. And in that time, oh, there's another deer.
Where?
In that time, right there.
Oh, yeah.
In that time, they're going to get exploited as well.
Hey, buddy. I know they advertise it at A&W, the bison burgers, and they charge a premium for that. People think somehow it's better, you know?
Yeah, people think that they're getting a more healthier meat. But you know what they're putting into their body? Absolute misery. They're putting into their body someone who was a victim of animal egg, and someone who did not want to die. Someone who had a family, as we just saw. Someone who loved or experienced love as an animal. Family ties as an animal. I don't know if it's exactly love, but it probably is. It probably is love. They probably have the emotions of love for their young as we do for ours.
So why did you become vegan in the first place anyways?
I always cared about animals growing up. I always thought that it was important to care about animals. Like when I was a little girl, I even prayed to God every single night to take care of all the animals. And I felt bad that there was nobody to take care of the animals, like when I saw wild animals hurt in the wild or on those nature shows. I thought it was terrible that they killed each other, and just the suffering, it bothered me so much. I'm one of those people that can't watch those videos, but yet I'm working to expose it. And I watch those videos all the time, and forcing myself to watch videos of animal cruelty and animal abuse and standard practices on Canadian farms made me want to mobilize, made me want to do something. But so one video particularly was a Mercy for Animals video that was filmed in 2015 in Red Deer at Ollie Mill. It wasn't called Ollie Mill at the time, it was called the Western Hog Exchange. The abuse that those pigs endured made me so sad. That video changed me. And thank you, Mercy for Animals and the undercover investigator, for documenting that. That must have been so hard to witness. I remember one part, a large, big pig was getting his teeth clipped, and it looked so painful, and they beat him they used bolt cutters to cut his teeth, and then they beat him with a bolt cutter at the end. It broke my heart. And so I watched that, W5 exposed that in October of no, sorry, 2014, October of 2014. And I don't think I have experienced joy since. Knowing the truth makes you unhappy. I've experienced happiness, and I've been able to like have fun and enjoy my life and enjoy myself, but I don't think I've experienced joy. It changes you when you know the truth. And so I started looking into it more, and I knew that there were people that went to slaughterhouses and put their phones up to the side of animal transport trucks. And I thought maybe I should do that at that facility in Red Deer. Maybe I should go document it and try to bring awareness about it. But I didn't go, and I suppressed it and forced myself to forget about it. At the time, I looked up animal rights in Calgary, and there was absolutely nothing. There was like a meetup.com group about people who got together for vegan recipe exchange, and that is totally not what I was looking for. I was looking to do something and connect with other people who wanted to do something. So, long story short, I forced myself to forget about it because I just couldn't handle knowing it, and I wanted to move on with my life and forget about it. So I did. And I continued. I never ate pig again, but I continued to eat other animals, and the guilt got to me. Every time I ate dairy, every time I ate cheese, every time I bought yogurt, I felt guilty. I felt guilty for years. I'm so stubborn. I had to feel guilty for like 5 years. So I didn't become vegan until July 29th, 2019, and that was the day I joined the first AV Cube. At that time, the guilt had gotten to me so much that I was just wrought with guilt and very upset with myself. And I wanted everyone to make the change, but I couldn't make the change myself. So I went to an AV Cube. I was mad at people who were eating dairy. I had almost given up dairy. I just had cream in my coffee still, but I had almost given up dairy completely. So that day I became vegan. I had just a few steps more to go before becoming totally vegan. But at my first AV Cube, I met some other Calgary activists who were like me. And I could not believe it. I couldn't believe that there were people that thought like me and that felt the way I felt and that were upset like I was upset. And it felt awesome. I felt like I met my people. And I remember one particular person I had a conversation with. He said, "We have the truth on our side and we can do this." And I was so excited. I was so excited to have met people who thought like me and who felt like we could make a difference together. It was like my new priority to hang out with these people and to start a movement with them. Because that's what they wanted too. They were like me. They wanted to start a movement. They wanted to make changes. They were super upset. And I have not had any meat, dairy, eggs, cheese, honey, and worn any leather that I know of since that day. Actually, that's not true. I had leather boots that I didn't get rid of for a couple months, but other than that, I haven't had any animal products in my life, and I have lived a cruelty-free life since that day. And it feels good, but it's just the beginning. That was like achieving a moral baseline. That was the beginning. I needed to get. I feel like how I see things, and I learned this from some other people that I met here, but I totally agree with it. That if you see someone beating a dog, you could intervene and stop the person from beating the dog. You could walk by and not do anything, or you could take the bat out of their hand so that they can't beat the dog anymore. And I feel like being a non-vegan is walking by, not doing anything, letting the dog get beaten. You know it's happening, you don't do anything to stop it. that's wrong, and I lived that way for way too long. And I feel like being vegan is stopping the person from beating the dog in that moment. But I feel like being a vegan activist is taking the bat out of their hand. And I want nothing more than to achieve that. I have seen so much animal abuse. I've literally watched animal abuse on the internet for almost a decade. Like every single day. I've seen pigs get beaten to death with baseball bats. I've seen horses hung up by their necks. I've seen, just yesterday, I saw a cow being hung by a chain. Its neck got broken and it was paralyzed. That's because this was a dairy cow that couldn't walk and the farmer wanted the cow to move. So he literally put a chain around her neck, used a front loader, picked up the cow by the neck to move the cow, and when he put the cow down, it was paralyzed. He severed her spinal cord. Like, the things I have seen are horrific and they haunt me. No wonder I can't feel joy. But I don't need a happy life. I need a meaningful life. And I feel like I'm getting that through this experience of being a vegan activist here in Calgary, but I feel like there's so much more work to do, and I want to be committed to the cause. Do you think that the world will ever be vegan?
You know, I kind of highly doubt that the whole world is ever going to go fully vegan. I mean, even if we have an opportunity to make killing animals illegal, I'm sure there's still going to be that odd person who just itching to go kill some animals, and you know, the animals really can't speak for themselves, so I think they're always going to be victims of humans. But I think that our goal should be just to make the difference in the lives of the animals, the billions and billions of animals that suffer every single day. We're just back in Calgary now. I think that's all for today's video. We have a long day ahead. We're going to do the mass cleanup tomorrow. And yeah, if you like the video, if you like the work we're doing here, please donate to the Lucky Ones Sanctuary. I'm going to leave a link to that below. You can send them an email transfer using the code that we provide. So make sure to donate to them if you want to keep the work, if you want to support our work, donate to the Lucky Ones. And yeah, we'll like and subscribe to this, like this video, subscribe, share this with your friends, and have a great day, guys.